Hey guys, Gary here. Buckle up because today we're diving into an absolute bombshell that's rocking the gaming world. Electronic Arts, aka EA, the makers behind Madden, FIFA, aka Football Club, Mass Effect, Dragon Age, The Sims, has gone private in a massive $55 billion deal. That's 55 billion with a B. This may be the biggest buyout in history and it's got everybody's timelines exploding. What could this mean for your Ultimate Team Squad or the long-awaited Battlefield sequel? Stay tuned as I break it all down, share the exciting details, and speculate on how this move could change the gaming landscape forever. Let's break down some of the rumors that were surrounding this story first. According to reports from the Wall Street Journal, EA is in advanced talks to take the company private in a deal valued at around $50 billion. That's huge, folks. For context, EA's market cap was hovering around $40 billion before the news hit, and its stock has skyrocketed 15% in a single day on the buzz alone. Reuters is calling it advanced talks, which means it's not just smoke. This deal could be closing soon. No more quarterly earnings calls stressing over microtransactions or live service flops. Instead, they are potentially handing the keys to private equity bigwigs who can play the long game. IGN's already dubbed it a potential record breaker for leveraged buyouts, but who are these mysterious buyers and why now? Keep watching. It's wilder than you think. Okay, so now we know the rumors are real and not fake, and it's not 50 billion, it's 55 billion. So who's dropping 55 billion to own EA lock, stock, and barrel? Enter Jared Kushner. Yes, that Jared Kushner, the former Trump advisor and son-in-law extraordinaire. His private equity firm, Affinity Partners, is reportedly leading a consortium of investors in this bid. The New York Times broke those details and it's got everyone side-eyeing the political vibes bleeding into gaming. However, it's not just Kushner's firm. A group of heavy hitters is involved, including Saudi money pouring in. Yes, the same individuals who are ramping up bets on esports and gaming as a whole. And with this buyout, Andrew Pretty Boy Wilson will remain the CEO and has put out a statement about the deal saying, "Our creative and passionate teams at EA have delivered extraordinary experiences for hundreds of millions of fans, built on some of the world's most iconic IP, and created significant value for our business. This moment is a powerful recognition of their remarkable work." I can't believe dude really used the word creative. They put out the same games every year loaded with microtransactions. Anyway, he goes on to say, "Looking ahead, we will continue to push the boundaries of entertainment, sports, and technology, unlocking new opportunities together with our partners. We will create transformative experiences to inspire generations to come. I am more energized than ever about the future we are building." So, who are these investors? Well, Kushner's firm Affinity has been exploring opportunities in the technology and entertainment sectors, and Electronic Arts presents an incredible opportunity. With over $7 billion in annual revenue and a portfolio of valuable IPs, EA is a profitable venture year after year. Just consider FIFA, aka Football Club alone, which generates billions from licenses and in-game purchases. This isn't just a random investment, it's a strategic move towards the future of interactive entertainment. The Public Investment Fund, or PIF, is Saudi Arabia's sovereign wealth fund, established in 1971 to finance economically significant projects and support national development. It manages assets estimated at over $900 billion, making it one of the world's largest sovereign wealth funds. They already have stake in other video game companies, including a minority 7.54% stake in Nintendo, a 5% stake in Take-Two, a 5.1% stake in Capcom, and a few other minority stakes in other video game companies. And now they're the co-owners of EA. Silver Lake Partners, often simply called Silver Lake, is a global investment firm specializing in private equity deals focused on large technology and tech-enabled companies. Founded in 1999 and headquartered in Milano Park, California, the firm partners with management teams to invest in, build, and scale businesses in sectors like enterprise software, internet and e-commerce, financial technology, content and entertainment, and health and learning. It manages over $110 billion in combined assets under management and commitment capital, making it one of the largest tech-focused private equity players worldwide. Ladies and gentlemen, these are EA's new owners. So why is EA doing this now? To understand the why, we gotta rewind a bit. EA's been a public company since 1989, surviving crashes, booms, and everything in between. They've had big hits like Apex Legends, Dragon Age, Mass Effect, Madden, and FIFA. The latest Star Wars Jedi games were a huge hit, but the last couple of years have been a major bust for the live service games. I never played Apex Legends, but I recall when it first came out, everyone was hyped and raving about it. But now here it's essentially a dead game filled with a bunch of DEI content. Mass Effect Andromeda was an embarrassing failure. Dragon Age The Vanguard, a game we waited 10 years for, was a colossal failure, with the game focusing more on DEI shit and gender ideology stuff along with trans stuff than actual gameplay itself, along with horrible writing and a terrible art style. EA also reported weaker sales in their soccer franchise after losing the FIFA license and now calling it EA Sports Football Club. And what's worse for EA, their bread and butter for these types of games, microtransactions, have been down as well, really hurting the company. In fact, when they announced the weak sales for Vanguard and Football Club, they lost $6 billion in market cap valuation and their stock dropped 17% in one day. Going private frees them up. No more bowing to investors investors demanding short-term wins, which often means crunching devs or chasing trends over passion projects. Private ownership allows EA to invest significantly without the quarterly microscope. It's like EA saying we're done playing by Wall Street's rules, time to level up on our own terms. And you can bet with investments coming from Jared Kushner and the Saudis, the horrible DEI virus that has been plaguing the studio for years will be ripped out. So to all those DEI hires and Karens, it looks like you're getting fired. Thank God. This should definitely help the studio get back on track and hire actual devs and not SJWs. Now the $1 million question, or should I say the $55 billion question, what changes for you and me? Let's break it down, pros and cons style. First, the upside, freedom. Private EA could greenlight riskier, bolder games. Imagine a true next-gen Battlefield free from the pressure to ship half-baked, or The Sims 5 evolve into something wilder, less tied to monetization mandates. Developers might also get more breathing room and less crunch, and more creativity. And for franchises like Football Club with Saudi ties, we could see even more deeper global expansion, maybe exclusive Middle East events or esports leagues. The downside, private equity often means cost cutting. They might squeeze profits harder, think more aggressive microtransactions, or layoffs to boost margins. Remember what happened post Activision Blizzard buyout? Microsoft invested billions, but it took time, and some studios felt the pinch. However, Microsoft is still a publicly traded company, so it's not a real one-to-one. And will your favorite series get the love it deserves, or become a cash cow, or just never get another game again? It's one big gamble right now. Overall, I'm optimistic. Gaming needs disruptors. This could spark a renaissance for EA's IPs. Gotta actually hope we get another Dragon Age game that's actually good this time. And I still think the Mass Effect franchise is in good hands. We've heard from people who work at EA that they really favor that IP. And the guy working on the next game, Mike Gamble, he's actually in charge, I believe. He has been working on the franchise since the first Mass Effect game. So I feel it's in good hands, but what do you guys think about it? Alright guys, what a wild ride. EA's $55 billion pivot to private could redefine gaming for better or worse. What's your biggest hope and fear with EA going private? Let me know in the comments below. Like and subscribe, turn on notifications so you don't miss any of our gaming updates. Until next time guys, bye.